Hey, thanks for joining us. It's Rich
And Taylor
with Town Wine and Spirits. We are super excited today. We are here to talk about bourbon.
Absolutely.
But not just any bourbon. So we just got this in. This is brand new to the state, Starlight. So we're super excited to have this. We're actually going to be getting these three in this week. So it'll be our featured email that we're doing. Kind of time out here, or truth be told.
Truth be told.
Rhody Barrel Brotherhood just came back from Starlight and several other distilleries, of course.
Yes, we did.
But of course, Taylor had the honor of going.
The pleasure of going.
Someone had to handle the store, I guess.
Thank you for that.
Anytime. Super excited to hear a little bit more about the trip and a little bit of the picks that you did, especially about Starlight.
Yeah.
We're going to actually quickly go through these three bottles.
Okay, great.
Start off with their bourbon, which is their kind of, we joking before, I don't know how we want to call it, flagship you gave?
Their flagship, yes, their flagship.
So,
but before we really taste, let's give you a quick synopsis about the distillery. And They are based in Starlight, Indiana. The farm itself was founded in 1840s by Simon Huber, who came over here as a German immigrant, settled in the area. They got a bunch of land, and slowly through the years added things to the farm and added sort of the next business level to the farm. In 1978, they started a vineyard. They became the largest producer of wine in Indiana. Then they moved on to distilling in 2000, started making apple brandies and other brandies. Then in early aughts to the mid-aughts, they started doing bourbon and rye, which is where we are here. And they're really exciting. They're really cool stuff.
Okay, the nose is fantastic on this. It's amazing. Again, the age statements on these are looking at roughly 4.5 years, I think they say.
I don't understand.
It doesn't smell like that at all.
It doesn't make any sense.
So much complexity. I mean, again, it's bourbon, you get that beautiful wood, but I'm getting a little bit of fig to it. I'm getting, I feel it's opened up, actually.
It keeps things
It's amazing.
happening.
We first opened these, tasted them just to kind of get ourselves a baseline for the videos, and now we come back to it, and I feel it's definitely that it is adding some richness and complexity to the nose.
Absolutely, 100%.
That's there.
And, it's coming in at 92 proof. So it's not cask strength, but it's not light in any sense. There's good texture, there's good weight.
That's kind of dangerous because it's really easy to drink. Wow.
Very easy to drink.
Has some really good texture, mouthfeel. Really nice bourbon.
And to think that this is like $37 bourbon is crazy. It doesn't make any sense to me because something like this typically is going to be 50 60 bucks. It's that good.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
That could be dangerous for like a cocktail or something like that. Ooh, a good old fashioned or something like that would be dynamite with that, I think. Really good, especially at that price point. That's fantastic.
I like that a lot.
The other two we came in is basically finishes that they do.
Correct.
This is kind of a unique, maybe where they're actually exploring a lot of their flavor profiles. Yes. And I know you'll kind of give us a little bit more detail about that because I think some of the picks you might have done.
Some of the things we did are definitely involving some finishes.
All right,
that
cool.
is for sure.
So we're going to start with the port
Let's do
finish. So this is coming in at a 106.8 proof. But let's see here.
So they really do a lot with finishes. We went into the Rick House and during the experience, there was a lot of different stuff there. Things that I never even expected to see as finishes. But sort of port and sherry are sort of core parts of their finishing, and so they do that as standard releases.
Now, do they also do, because they make wine on the property, are they using their own wine barrels?
Yeah, there's definitely some of that that's happening too. I think that the port finish is from their own port that they make on property.
Really?
Yes, because
that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't hold me to that, anybody, and if I'm wrong, I apologize.
This is delicious. This nose explodes.
It explodes.
It is. It's unbelievable, the concentration and depth. Again, only for a 4.5-year-old, right? They're all roughly.
Yeah, they're 4 to 5 years old, sort of in that range.
They're not going,
but it sees 8 months of finishing.
Okay,
so it's a significant part of their lives are seen in a secondary barrel.
So I'm getting this red fruit, the vibrance of that. There's some little bit of the baking spice, like you mentioned before.
Love the baking spice.
Starting to come through,
and there's definitely, it's like this. This doesn't seem young. It seems very mature. Like you just get a lot of intensity, richness, complexity. It's layered. It's very smooth.
Even at 106, that's a great point that you're saying here. I'm not getting any sort of harshness on that, and it's really quite delicious. Good mouthfeel. I really like that port cast. Wow,
the port cast is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fun.
Now I'm actually interested in the sherry cast to see what that will do.
Let's try that.
This is at 106.3 3, 4.
So the sherry really, I think in this that the sherry really rounds and softens and really gives it sort of a very open texture.
Again, the nose is just immediately comes out slightly different because now I'm getting this much more intense dried fruit, like some I don't know, dates or plums or like it's
you get that raisin, you get that fig, you're getting citrus, you're getting leather.
Oh, I get that leather across, a little bit more spice almost.
It's just there's just so much there for the whiskey.
Wow. Again, these are amazing how the two finishes have dynamically changed the bourbon to really provide much more complexity, mouthfeel, richness.
That is delicious.
Again, this is shocked.
Delicious. They are delicious. I shouldn't say this one.
All three are just excellent. The two finishes really provide, I think, some interesting...
There's a real nutty component that's just coming through on the back end, which is really cool. I didn't see that before. It's like very nutty. Oh, that's
and it's
awesome.
kind of funny how literally just in the time when we first tasted, just to kind of get ourselves prepared to even tasting now in video, I feel as if the flavor profiles are really starting to
expand. They're expanding as we go.
It's really quite nice. Wow. I want to know a little bit more about our picks.
Yes, I'll talk about that a little bit. But before I do that, these are awesome. They're dynamite. We're really excited. These are the products that got us excited about Starlight. Kevin, the rep, came in, and we were talking about, he was bringing them into the state. They weren't here yet. He wanted to taste this on them. We found them to be explosive, loaded with flavor, really cool. We're like, okay, this is a distillery we want to represent. And then he's like, hey, you guys can come down to the distillery, do the whole picking thing. It'll blow your mind. He hyped it up. He said the experience was bar none.
And I know you, being the skeptic.
I am a skeptic. And I was like, okay, sure, buddy. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm going to go because why not?
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, it can't be as good as this guy said. Mind-blowing. It was mind-blowing, the experience. It was amazing.
That's awesome.
So we went into the rick house with Andy, who's one of the guys that's sort of in charge of all the distillery stuff and working on the barrel picks. And we tasted through a lot of different stuff, all sorts of different finishes, some wild stuff. Among the most unique things, I've never seen some of these finishes by anybody on the planet.
Like combinations or just...
So they do combinations.
Okay.
But what we tasted, there's a Pinot de Chartrons, which is like a cognac and white wine thing. And it was just, nobody does that. You don't see that from anybody. So they're really heavily focused on port and sherry. We tasted an Oloroso sherry barrel that blew us away. We tasted port stuff. We tasted a whiskey aged in a Portuguese orange barrel, like not orange wine, like skin contact, but a barrel that actually they use orange peels to age the wine.
And
then they put them. It was really cool. People were really excited by those picks. We really liked one of those.
All right.
So
now tell us.
I know. All right. We picked a traditional bourbon.
Yep.
And it is really, really cool.
Excellent.
It's just layered. Okay. It's rich. It's dense. That's really exciting. We're very excited by that. Then we picked 2 port finishes. So we
have 3 barrels coming.
We have 3. Yes, we have 3 barrels coming. Yep, we do. We did a rye that is finished in Portuguese port barrels.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Really cool, really exciting. And then we're doing which I've never seen anybody do this either, which is a bourbon aged in a white port barrel. So white port is extremely rare. There's not a lot of it.
It's fantastic.
And to get your hands on a barrel is really exciting.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of that out there. They only have, I think, in total 8 barrels of that available. So there's like nothing available. There's not a lot of it. We got one of them. It was really cool, really exciting. We've already made plans for another visit because we think this is going to be a hit. We think people are going to be excited. We know people are going to buy these. And we are going to be on the forefront.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I am super excited. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Actually, there's 2 things because these are coming in this week. They're here.
Yeah.
And I am really impressed with all of this as a whole. The 3 bottles because I think they're really quite dynamite. Again, the finishes, traditional bourbon. So we come on in, check us out online. But this is really great stuff. And of course, coming down in the future, I guess several months from now, we'll be looking at the Rhody Barrel Brotherhood to have our. But
we don't wait.
No. I'm not saying wait.
There's these are awesome. They're dynamite. You got to drink them now. Experience what they're doing. To be sort of immersed in the Starlight experience.
That's the beauty of it.
Absolutely.
Because you can taste the experience today.
Absolutely.
And then finish it when our barrels come in. Well, hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the subscribe, give us a thumbs up. That was great. And until next time, we'll see you.
All right. Thanks.